Hello, everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a good night. So it's currently after midnight here, and I just finished up 2 reacts to Foodie Beauty, and I wanted to finish off the night by doing a react to the lovely, talented Sunburst Tarot because she did a combined reading, one for Foodie, one for Amberlynn Reid, and I'm very interested to see what she has to say because I believe the cards were telling a lot of interesting stuff tonight. So, the last 2 reacts that I did were kind of heavy, and I wanted to lighten things up a bit by doing a reading to Sunburst Tarot. And for those of you that have never heard of Sunburst Tarot, I encourage you to look down below in the description of this video. You'll find the original link to Sunburst Tarot's video, and you can go to her channel, check out all of her wonderful content. She also does private readings as well for those who want one. But if you like the video, you can give her a like, sub up to her, leave a comment, and tell her how much you enjoy and appreciate her doing these readings on Foodie Beauty and Amber. So without further ado, let me just go ahead and bring up the video in question, and we'll get started, okay? Let me just blow it all the way up. There we go. I'm just checking things out, make sure we need to be perfect. And here we go, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Very thankful for them being sent to me. This is one of the new ones, which is called Art Through the Eyes of the Soul.
Ooh, nice artwork on the back of the cards. Very, very pretty. Ooh, I like that deck already.
And I wanted to do a reading, or I'm like, do I need to do a reading? Sure. And a lot of this is like, Spirit seems to have messages for Foodie in particular. And then there's also one for Amber.
Ooh, I'm also enjoying the card stock. Oh, the cards are beautiful. And I love that gold foil on the edges. Nice.
As well, it feels like. So I'm going to do Foodie first and kind of go from there. But quick reminder, remember, everything I'm saying is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. No facts here, y'all. Just my opinions, psychic downloads, and the such. So if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So, Miss Chantal Marie Serrault. This deck, this newest one that I got, this one is like, oh, you fudged up. And I would just like to say, what is the message that we want to have from Miss Foodie Beauty? This isn't for Chantal. This is for Foodie.
Okay.
And that is, a deep secret will come to light. Rosalind Remembrance.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, Foodie. Let's take a little bit closer look at at this card. So I'm just grabbing it up here in the guidebook. So, Rosalind Remembrance, expanded meaning. Take special care in how much you reveal and the way it is brought out into the open. Consider the impact the knowledge will have on others and what they may do with the information.
Mm.
So, just a little bit more reading it. Women were the key figures throughout the history of Rosslyn Chapel. There were female Templars, sometimes called Daughters of Sion or Templar nuns, who shared the secrets of the Templars and their rites. In this painting, a Lady Templar sits over the time-worn steps leading to the vaults of Roslyn. She sits patiently, waiting for the time when the secrets are to be revealed and known to the world. A small vault cavity is beneath here. It emits a powerful energy that can still be felt today. Sadly, the steps have now been made level with cement. Some 12 feet under the foundation is the main vault, which is sealed like an Egyptian tomb. Here in the musty darkness are the treasures brought from the Holy Land. Chantal, seems like you got some massive secrets that you've been hiding beneath the surface. Also, you're in the Holy Land. What's been going on in the Holy Land that you've been doing over there in the Middle East, which is very close to modern day the Holy Land? Everything going on with Jerusalem, along in Israel and Palestine and the such. So, just a little bit there. It seems to be secrets are coming out about you, my dear. Things that you kept long buried about yourself, about your intentions, things that have been going on, and the such. Secrets will be coming out. Let's see. What are these secrets that are going to be coming out that we should be well aware of or made of known for here in the community? So let's grab out true crime and conspiracy. Sadly, hold on. Oh, now my left ear is ringing. So hold on one quick second. Now we don't have the glare coming in. So let's take a look. See here. What are these secrets that are coming to light? Take care, Miss Foodie, as things seem to be coming maybe in a little bit more than what you've been wanting to. Is this the secrets that I've been seeing for a few times now, or what? So let's take a look. What are these secrets that are coming out? Your debt, something with your debt,
Ooh.
things that you've been keeping long buried. What kind of debt is this all about? Mind control, debt to others, debt to other people, the debt of which you, Foodie, are owed or that you have gathered up. This feels like a karmic debt that is coming from the mind, the solar plexus, spiritually. Considering that we are all the energy in the head, it's very much reminding me of your crown chakra and your third eye, which are your two highest chakras within your body. The divine connections and spirits that you are now trying to connect with, coming back in divine retribution, especially with the debt that you've been racking up on a spiritual level.
Seems like Foodie's got all kinds of debt. She's got financial debt, perhaps spiritual debt. It seems like she's bankrupt everywhere.
Much less if this is in your Muslim or Islamic faith or within just your dark and dank faith. Because this is your power supply. Because financially, materially, your power supply, where you've been getting money, ooh, that's also some secrets coming out. Where have you been getting the money? Where have you been getting the resources that are powering up your debt, powering all this stuff up? Secrets coming to light are what you've been doing to rack up your karmic debt, aka how have you been... Hold on. Yep, because your hopes and fears. I want to get the heck out. I want to travel, leave, go somewhere else. Okay. Unseen obstacles, though. Revenge. Someone is coming after you, Foodie, because they want revenge of what you said or what you haven't said or haven't done or the such. Because it's time for you. It's burial. These are things that have been buried, long dead, bodies in the sand, bodies in the back, things that you have been doing that you thought were long buried in the backyard are coming back out to light. Because what's going for you is female. Your femininity is going to carry you through in things that you've been doing. Here in the back, in the past, people have been surveilling you. There are cameras on you at all time, and if you think you've gotten away with something, it's like, oh no, there weren't cameras around. There were. You have been being surveilled. You have been being tailed. I'm seeing that there is someone who's got on your ass or found your trail and is now following the breadcrumbs and clues. This feels like either something coming out through Kiwi Farms or through uh, social media in some way. And this is going to make you need to go back to your family or something around families. This is a mom, a dad, and a child. Deep secrets are coming up. This is, to me, this is more feeling like, why are the secrets coming out? Because she's racked up karmic debt on multiple spiritual levels. In my opinion, here, with the mind control stuff, crown and third eye chakra. What's been powering this up? What have you been doing to power up spells? What have you been using to power up your faith? You need to leave because this is not going to be good for you. Someone's coming out for revenge as well. And the reason why she's not going to get so, I think, banged up with this is because she is female. If she was a male, she would be nailed to the cross, and that's what would have happened. But since she's female, that's what's going for her. People aren't looking at it that seriously. Okay, so that's what some of these secrets are coming out about.
I wonder who is it that's going to be coming after her for revenge. There's just so many people that have a problem with Foodie, have a bone to pick with Foodie. It could be one of many people at this point. Many. Her friends are few and her enemies are in mass. Who could it be, Foodie? You can try to control everybody, but every now and then, one or two gets away from you and gets out of your grasp. And what's going to happen when they do?
So, Miss Foodie, I don't know what you're going to be doing. This is wild. Okay, so what else can we know about these secrets? Because it feels like we've got more than one coming out.
Uh-oh.
All right, what's this other secret that we have coming out? And then I got a few other cards too. Looking at Miss Foodie Beauty, aka Chantal Maurice Rowe. What other secrets are coming out? Because it's not just one. It is not just one, as there are not just one whole, there's not just more than one thing that has just been buried. So what else is coming out against you? Someone is coming after you. Someone wants to take down your channel, take you out in some way.
And I think I know who it is. I think I know. And this person has popped up in so many readings for Neo Tarot, for Melissa Gold Tarot, for Sunburst Tarot, and for me. It sounds very strongly like anime. Because Anime Sucks is someone that is just as twisted as Foodie is. He's obsessed with her. And if they've been working together behind the scenes, maybe she's making content for him, maybe making content for him, and she stopped, or she's not doing what he wants her to do, then he's going to be seeking revenge. Like, I could be wrong. It could be somebody else, but I wonder who would be motivated enough to be like, if you're not working for me, I'm going to be completely taking you down, lady.
Why is this? Because you have not allowed them to speak about certain things. You have essentially been like, no, you can't speak. You have kept them silent for a very, very, very long time. Because from a financial, you've been greedy. You've been greedy. You've been selfish. You've kept someone completely and utterly unable to talk, unable to say things without being essentially persecuted. However, the hopes and fears here for you is like, I'm just gonna try and go off the grid. I'm trying to, oh boy, and now my entire top of my head is just like tingly, which is very weird. Why that? What? It feels like a cat trying to sit on my head. Don't know what that's all about, but there seems to be someone's trying to go into hiding. Someone's trying to not showcase their true colors. I also get here this is like potentially accounts that are being deleted. They aren't going to be around anymore, but things are, once something's on the internet, it's always there. Wigs, masks, the such. Because it's your unseen obstacle here is it's time for cleanup. Cleanup, 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 cleanup. With this secret, it's like we got to clean this stuff up. No more. You can't keep doing what you're doing. We got to clean up the accounts. We got to clean up the presence. We have to clean up all the dirty shenaniganery that you've had to do. And because the negative influence here is you have got to go. You have got to leave. She's got to go on a boat.
Could it be that she gets in trouble with something in Kuwait and people start finding stuff out? And then once she gets wind that something has gotten out, she attempts to clean up her accounts so that nothing more can be found. I don't know. I really don't know. This is kind of a hard one. I mean, this can go in many different directions. I guess it all depends on who's coming after her and why. I guess we'll see, won't we?
Because they're negative cover up. Okay. As here in the past, you were doing underground shenanigans, and here in the future, crime of passion. Chantal, if you don't get out of the Middle East, someone's going to have you leave the Middle East. It seems like. And this isn't going to be like, oh, you're going to leave the Middle East of your own accord. I don't know. This to me feels like you might not be breathing. Or something wasn't breathing as they're leaving the Middle East. A living being is no longer taking breath. Whether this is Chantal herself or this has been other this is like other living beings. This could be animals, this could be the such, but oh gosh, I'm gonna grab some clarifiers for this. I have it staged up, so let's just get, what are we covering up here? Let's just set. Okay. Oh heck, oh heck, oh heck, oh heck, oh heck. This is stuff coming up from the past, things that have maybe passed on. Oh goodness, why is this? Because this was something that she was very. This is the hamster stuff, isn't it?
Oh boy.
This is your hamster stuff because you were greedy. You built up your presence in this stuff. Your hamster isn't gone yet, because here it is again. You tried to cover this up so people wouldn't talk about it anymore. You cleaning up because people are going to be traitorous instinct. Someone's letting this shit go because the boat, you've got to go. Mental health, tormenting voice.
Sounds like anime. Sounds like him. I can't say 100% for sure, but it sounds more and more like anime. If she's been doing stuff for anime, and if the stuff that she's been doing is of a fetish nature, and if it involves hurting animals or worse, if he knows about it, this could be the leverage that he's holding over her head to keep her working for him and doing things for him. Maybe the animal hurting stuff is a interest of his or an interest of people who might be paying for content, and he's kind of like the salesperson, the middleman, the management of Chantal. In essence, the hamster stuff also functions as leverage against her to kind of bind her to anime, to guarantee that she will continue to work for him and do stuff for him so he can continue to make money. And if she stops, he might have a blow up and let stuff out.
Here with the boat, you're not going to be able to stand it. Once you go, you're going to be worried because this is actually came out reversed. Because the cover up, your guardians, your spirit guides aren't helping you with this one.
Nope, they can't.
spirits coming in, and it can't help you cover up. I don't know where the heck Foodie's guides are right now. Oh, they're right here. Hi. But she's kind of done, because here in the past you've tried to run away from this stuff that you've been doing, but here in the future, this is a crime that you have committed. I don't want to know what that's all about. I don't want to know. I'm not going to read any farther into that. I don't know why children's toys is coming up. If you want to go figure that out yourself, you can. But that's another secret that is starting to come out here. She's not being protected with her stuff. This is also maybe like things that she's like, these were like her kids. Remember, animals, she can't have kids. Thank God. I don't care if y'all call me like, oh, you're shaming someone because they can't have kids. And I'm like, there are some people who just shouldn't have kids. She is one of them. That's another secret. This is, I think, everything to do with those animals. Y'all, when you saw that newest video, because at the bottom of this all was the earth-shattering news. Yeah, whatever. Secrets that were buried will be coming back out to light. Sorry for being so aggressive. Oh boy, this is the stuff with the animals coming out. I don't know how else to read that. So let's just take a look here. I want to take a what's kind of the energy with Miss Food.
Like I'm going to apply some sense and sensibility to things. Let's just say Chantal was online somewhere, whether it's the dark web, whether it's something more public. If she was just doing regular adult content, it would be shocking to some people, true, maybe not, knowing that Chantal does things. We already know she caters to the feedies. That's not surprising. And people can, I'm sure, also deduce some of the feedies, the feeders, they're going to try to mix in the adult content with the food stuff. That wouldn't really be a shocker. That wouldn't be something that would absolutely cancel her channel. It wouldn't. So what would cancel her channel? What would cause Foodie to run completely away from YouTube? What would cause people to turn completely away from her? If she was doing content of a darker, more sinister nature. If there's one thing that Girl World cannot and will not put up with, it's somebody who hurts, abuses, or unalives an animal. So if it ever got out that she absolutely, positively did some kind of content where she was willingly, knowingly, and eagerly hurting an animal, perhaps more than one, that would tank her channel overnight. Absolutely. That would be something that nobody would be able to ignore or excuse or make excuses for. She would not get a pardon from anybody. Not Girl World, not the Beezers, no one. That would absolutely sicken everybody in their gut. And how could anybody support someone who did that kind of content? No one could. If it ever came out that she willingly hurt an animal for some kind of content, all of her Beezers would disappear. All of Girl World would turn away from her and nobody would touch her with a 10-foot pole. No one. And she knows that. And all it would take, Chantal, is one or two tweets to start the ball rolling. Or somebody going to the Kiwi Farms. I would think, though, the Kiwi Farms, not everybody goes there. But wherever the information turns up, somebody somewhere is going to see it. Someone's going to find it. And wherever the starting point is, everything's going to filter around to all the other platforms. If it starts out on Kiwi Farms, it's going to filter over to Twitter. And then it's going to filter over to YouTube. It's just going to circle all the way around. If it's anime, and if he puts out stuff on Twitter, it'll really spread around fast. one or two tweets from him somewhere, boom, within an hour, it's all over Twitter. Twitter be blowing up. And then it's going to go over to YouTube, and every reaction channel is going to cover it. Everybody's going to talk about it. It's going to be nauseating. It's going to be sickening, but we're going to talk about it just to let everybody know. And then the Beezers, since they're on Twitter, since they're on the reaction channels, looking around, they're going to find out. And that's going to be the end of the Foodie Beauty channel.
Foodie right now, she is being passive and letting things come through, inconsistent in her ways and everything going on. She's also very closed minded, as we're seeing here. She's got tunnel vision. It's like, I'm going to be passive, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because I'm tunnel visioned in on something, on other things, so I'm not seeing the larger picture when it comes to stuff going on. Because we also have, she's got to get health conscious. Like, she's so focused on other, like, she's going down, like, her health is horrible. Being moody as well, including, she's got to get healthy, she's got to go vegan, healthy eating, she's got to focus on this. Her health is going downhill in a very bad way right now, and so it's either she's trying to focus on this right now, which I'm hearing no, because she's so inconsistent and she's being passive with her health, and she's being moody and not thinking about how she's going to be long-term healthy, because she's so closed-minded in things that are kind of going on with things going on around her. All right, so what else can we get here with Miss Foodie Beauty? So, reveal what needs to be seen. Last quarter moon in Scorpio. Things are coming too late. I don't care. I'm seeing this very, very, very heavily. Things are coming too late. It's time for self-love too. Like, Foodie, you might need to take a break from the internet to, like, love on yourself and get yourself all good and go, because you need to take a reality check. It's time to take into what is actually going on in your life. It is time for a reality check. Full moon in Capricorn. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What else we got here? Because like, she can have good luck. She can have really, really good luck if she looks at her reality. However, it's time for her to step into her power, whatever that may be. But a lot of this is coming in like, hey, stuff's coming in. You want to step into your power. You want to step into your money making a thing. You need to look at reality and be humble. Otherwise, it's not going to go very well for you. And here at the bottom of the deck, it's clear your mind, which for me, I'm looking at it like, Foodie, clear your head, get yourself straight, and get back on your divine pathway. It's not too late for her to get back on it, but she needs to step back into reality and not be in this bubble that she's kind of been in. I don't know how else to put it, but let's just take a look here. I got some newer cards. I'm putting everything together. So this is like, what else does Miss Foodie need to take a look at? It is time to be, you're constipated. Girl, have you been able to go to the bathroom? Like, are you actually having bowel movements? Because you're constipated. You are not doing so hot. It feels like here, because there's cheating going on as well. It's like you are getting ready to burst you are constipated with information. You're not able to say things in the way that you wanted to. Someone's cheating. There is also I want to get like spicy in the bedroom. I'm also getting here with some love spells too. Like, she wants all this. Someone's getting it, and I don't think it's her, and she's getting very, very angry about it and things going on. Like, I'm not getting what I want. Give me what I want. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. What you want, what you really. Yeah, because it's time for destined meetings. It's also time for divine detours. It is time for you to get back on your righteous path. You are done. It is over with. You've got a meeting you got to go to, and it is time for you to go. Because if you want your spicy romance, you want to put things together, So there's people who are calling. They want to get that call because on the other side, this is like ladies of the night, Foodie. Are you a lady of the night, Foodie? Because from what I've been reading, you definitely are.
Well, isn't it something that lately more and more she's talking about Natter? She's talking about Natter. She talked about him today in detail, bringing him up. And somebody said that she said she missed Natter. I can't confirm that. I need to find the clip where she actually said that. But she did say she could get that person back, but I don't know why she would want him back. But apparently there's some communication going on between the two of them. I mean, why would she have that thought? Why would she say that out loud? Maybe she's missing Natter and wants to go back to Canada to reconnect.
Whether or not that's in the best way or the not. You also are like, you're liking it rough. You want to be controlled. You want that.
Oop, there we go. There's Natter. There he is. There he is. Yep.
Dominating side to you. However, this is also the poet. Interesting. Poet. What are you trying to tell me about the poet? Let's get me some more information about the poet here. I need one more card. One more card. What's going on with the poet? You are daydreaming. You are trying to put together. Okay. And, okay, this one is not reversed. It's time for the next chapter. You are trying to think of the next chapter. You're trying to write what that is. However, you're daydreaming about it and not actually acting upon it. That's what's going on for Miss Foodie right now. You're trying to put in all these divine things coming in. However,
can I just tell you what I'm getting off of the cards? So the one beneath the butterfly card is like it said fairy tale plus a daydreaming card plus the poet. And all I keep hearing in my head right now, Sunburst, is like the beginning of any children's book, fairy tale. Once upon a time in a land far away. Like I keep hearing that. She's daydreaming about her fairy tale romance. And that's her love language, her poetry, if you will. Like just daydreaming about this fairy tale romance that hasn't happened yet, but she is hoping that it will happen. And she wants Natter to be the main character in that story, even now.
You aren't letting them go. Here's one thing about manifestation. Manifestation is all about you putting it out there and then letting the universe give you what you need to get to that place. It is not about sitting there wanting it, holding on to it, and then waiting for it to come to you. You have to put energy and work into getting what you want.
True. When you do any kind, if there's anything in life that you want, anybody out there, let's just, I'm going to make an example. Let's just say you're someone and you say to yourself, I want a better job. I don't like the job that I'm at. I am not happy with it. Okay. So you have a job that you're not happy with. You're just not fulfilled. You are not satisfied. You can't just say to yourself, I want a better job, and then sit at home and then the job is just going to magically show up. No, you have to create roads and avenues and highways, a possibility where the better job can find you and you can find it. Likewise, if you're someone and you say to yourself, I want $1 million. I want it. I want $1 million in the bank. Okay, so you want it. What are you going to do for that $1 million to come to you? What exactly are you willing to do for it to find you, to come to you, to actually happen? Are you going to go out and work and look for ways for that $1 million so it can, filter to you? And also, intention matters. If you say, I want $1 million, but why do you want it? Do you want it just to have it in the banks to say that you have it? Or are you someone that you're going to say to the universe, I want $1 million, but if I get that $1 million, I will do what's right. I will keep the balance. If I get this $1 million, then I will say build a homeless shelter for the homeless if I achieve that goal. Or I will build a soup kitchen, or I will create an organization to take care of families who need a place to stay. What are you willing to give at the same time you're asking to receive? That's an important component that a lot of people forget.
However, Foodie's just thinking about it and not acting upon it. She's like, I'm daydreaming about the life I could have instead of actually, I don't know, doing the life that she could have. She's writing poetry. Maybe she's actually writing poetry, but it's like she has this like over like ideal fantasy that she's really, really wanting, but she can't have. She's just not able to because I don't know, it's not meant for her in that way. All right. What can we know about relationships going on around Foodie Beauty? What kind of relationships do we have going on? What is with her relationships? What's going on there? What messages need to come in from spirit about this? We have got different page. You were on different pages with people around you. You people I don't know, someone does not want the same thing that you want. Different viewpoints on how to live their lives. Some people just don't want to live that way. Also, here with the wandering eye, someone is cheating. They've got their eyes on other people.
Can I just say something about that, Sunburst? It sounds like you're talking about Salah and Foodie. That is Salah. Is it really cheating if they never had a physical connection? He was never physically attracted to her or physically involved with her. He was never intimate with her, nor did he have emotional bonds with her. If just being around someone as a guide, if you will, like if his job was to just act as if he were her real husband, but he wasn't actually her husband. If he was played, if he played, if he was paid to play a part on YouTube for the camera, and the agreement was you play this part in front of the camera, and I will pay you. Well, acting for the camera does not mean an actual relationship, does it? No. You're just playing a part. The same way that someone would play a part in, say, a theatrical play. You walk on a stage, you say your lines, you play the part, and then when the play is over, you walk off stage and you do your thing. But if you're in a play and you're playing the part of, say, a man involved with a woman, it's all made up and it's only limited to being on stage and following a script. But it's not the real deal. So is he really cheating? I don't think so. I don't think he ever really promised Foodie a real relationship. I think she's always deluded herself into thinking that pulling a guy on camera and having him play a part for the camera, that eventually, if she spent enough money on him or if she worn him down to the nub, he would just give up and resist, stop resisting, and fall in love with her like that. That's her idea of falling in love, is wearing a man down to the nub to where they just stop fighting her and they just give her what she wants. So I don't think Salah has ever cheated on her. It's not possible if there was never a real relationship, there was no intimacy bond, there was no emotional bond, there was no bond at all. Playing a part does not mean they are bonded to you.
Like there's you're making comparisons with other people, pays attentions to others more, thinks they can do better than you. Like Foodie. And also we have online bully. Uh Uses threatening communication to get a response out of people, convinces others to harass, tarnish others' reputation with false narratives. I don't know, Foodie. she's like kind of crashing out, it feels like, behind the scenes with other people's relationships. She's not on the same page with Sala. They are on completely different pages of what they want. This is actually probably more anime, where it's like both of them want different things, but neither one of them can actually get on the same page. Also, with the wandering eye, here's more cheating, Foodie. Salah is cheating on you. I don't care what you're saying, what you're not saying. If you think that he is or he isn't, he is. I don't care what you're thinking. That's what I'm seeing. He is cheating on Foodie. Cheating. I don't know. They aren't married. I don't even know if they're in a relationship, because honestly, it just feels like two people who are living together. That's not a relationship. That is two people living together who can live their separate lives. Because just as he has a wandering eye, Foodie, you have a wandering eye as well.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part. Like, he's got people that he's involved with, and she's got people that she's involved with. She's still got her old infatuations, her old love still locked in place. So he's talking to whoever on the side, and she's talking to Natter or perhaps somebody else on the side. They both have their individual interests.
And with us being all the reds and the yellows and the oranges, it's like you got a wandering eye because you want to go do the nasty with people between the sheets, or if in Foodie's case you just want to go starfish, but whatever. An online bully, this is her going out and like reacting, and not just reacting but lashing out at online other creators. So
Yep, and she did that today. She did that today. And here's the interesting thing. You put out this reading a day ago, and she's crashing out today. She is. She absolutely is. Lashing out at everybody for no random reason.
that's what's going on with her relationships in the current. Like, Foodie, this shit's coming out. You can't stop it no matter what you're trying to do. Spirit will be like, we'll find a way. Just as life finds a way, spirit finds a way. All right. So do I need anything for Salah? Okay. Yep. So what's going on with Salah's energy? What is going on with his energy in the current moment? What do we got here, Spirit? We have got, he is going energetic. He is wanting to go out, do different things, move, play, and the such. He's trying to also be very flexible with his jobs, where he's going. He's got a flexible schedule. I want to be able to go do what I want when I want it now, because I have the energy to do it, whether this is moving or this such. He's also, innocence is, again, does he have a young child that he is caring for or around? I don't know if this is his kid, but there's a young energy around him that he's like, I need to be able to go and do stuff with this person, because currently I have superficial relationships. Like, that's what he's got with Chantal. It's all superficial. There is nothing deeper here than you give me money, I give you attention. Because
I just got to say this before I lose it, because I'm getting a message right now. Chantal, you are a happiness hater. You hate it because you've never truly felt it. You have tried everything to grab onto it, but the happiness that you've had, it's always been fleeting because you've always used the wrong means in which to acquire it. But there are other people like Salah. They don't hate happiness. They want to acquire happiness the right way. And you can't hate on somebody for being on their own path, for pursuing their version of happiness. You have your version of happiness. He has his version of happiness. And your paths are very different. He wants to go do his own thing. And quite honestly, so do you. You know that your time in Kuwait is done. There's nothing left. There's no illusion. There's no mirage. There's no fantasy world that you can put in front of people that they're going to believe anymore. It's a done deal. It's all over but the crying. And you've already done that. I'm being told that right now. You've done plenty of crying over this because you're trying to find a way to hold on to Salah. You're trying to hold on to somebody that does not want you to hold on to him. He wants just the opposite. He wants you to let him go. And he wants you to let him go because he's happy. He's found his version of happiness. He's with other people. He's doing other things. He's rediscovering his happiness. It's a happiness that he forgot about for a while being with you. He let it go. He sacrificed it. He's not sacrificing it anymore. He wants it back. He wants it all back. And you can choose how you let go of things. You can choose to let go of things easily by walking away as you should. Just walking away easily, not making things so hard. Just understanding you're not happy, he's not happy, and getting the heck out of there and going back to Canada and starting again and letting him do what he wants to do where he wants to do it. And you can do what you want to do too. Holding on to someone that doesn't want you to hold on, you're stopping him from his complete happiness, but you're also stopping yourself from being happy as well. And there are consequences for delaying someone on their path, knowingly, willingly, and eagerly putting a barrier between a person and the path they're supposed to be on. You need to stop being a happiness hater to the point where you knowingly stop somebody from being happy just because you don't want to let go. You're keeping somebody from being happy. You need to stop that. Let him go.
Like, she's influential. She's influential with her online stuff. She can ruin him online where he could never go online and do stuff. Stuff could be put because he was naive about the situation. He was blinded by the romance or the aspects of, oh, I could get what I want, when I want, how I want now. And here at the bottom of the deck for him, magician, there are people, or him, this is his spirituality, his faith, whether this is him doing it. I'm hearing, is this him doing stuff? I mean, possibly this could be him turning to his faith more, but there's also stuff or magical circles, candle magic, rituals, and the such being done against him as well. But
oh boy, is she doing magic stuff to try to hold on to him? Chantal, there are repercussions for that. There are. Any kind of love spells, controlling spells, puppet spells, whatever you want to call them. Boy, the backlash from that is huge. Do you really need that in your life? Do you need any more backlash? I mean, the beginning of this reading talked about karmic debt. Like the debt card came right up and it was in the middle. You are racking up so much debt, trying to do damage. You're doing stuff out of revenge. You're doing stuff out of control. Debt. You are acquiring debt just because you're trying to stop what's meant to happen, what's going to happen, regardless of what you do.
his faith will not. If his faith falters, sure, but his faith isn't faltering right now. Because here in the middle, he's undemanding as well. It's like, I don't care what you do. Just he's very much in the energy of, I don't care what you do, go do what you need to do. I'm not going to demand stuff out of you anymore. That's the first sign, Foodie. If he's not even like, I don't even want your money anymore, I just don't care, go do what you want, you've already lost him.
Boom. So he's reaching that point, has he? Where the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Chantal, what have I said before in my reacts? That when it comes to relationships or people that you like or that you're around, what is worse than hate? Do you remember what I told you? I told you there's a worse place than hate. When somebody hates you, they feel something. In order to feel hate, you have to feel. But what's worse than hate is indifference. When someone is indifferent to you, when they feel nothing, they feel nothing. When a person gets pushed and pushed to the point where they just can't feel anymore, and they're like, I don't care what you do. I don't care where you go. I don't care if you stay. I don't care if you leave. Indifference. He's indifferent to you. He's reached that place of burnout and anger. He's so angry, he can't even feel the anger anymore. He's indifferent to you. He feels nothing. That's how bad things are. He's like, go do what you want to do. I don't care. Indifference. And once a person drifts down to that place of indifference, there's no getting them back. It's time to go.
Your control is gone. All right. That's what's the energy for Salah. Okay, what do we have for Amber? What messages do we want to? What's going on with Amber? What are messages from Spirit for Miss Amber?
Yeah, I got a message for Amber. This is not from Spirit, this is from me. Amber, leave the tarot cards alone. Stop it. You're being disrespectful. Sorry, that's just a message from me.
I don't think this is going to be as long, but Sacred Journey Pilgrimage, Sarah in Avalon. Let's just grab the book. Sarah in Avalon. Da, da, ba, ba, da. Oh, she's right behind. I love it. So, you know how we had Rosalind, and right after that is Amberlynn. So just as secrets start coming out against Foodie, it feels like Amberlynn, you're the next to fall. After Foodie's done, you're next.
Ooh, it's gonna be a good year. Not for Amber or Foodie, but I guess for Girl World. Goodness gracious.
So if you want to stay high on your horse, Miss Amberlynn Reid, you're right after Foodie. Once Foodie falls, Amber falls. Just saying. Because with Sarah, it's like expanded meaning, detach from all that is familiar, be open to transformation. Because on pilgrimage, you live outside time, moving through space, you shake off old bonds, and a sense of freedom takes their place. You travel through the landscape knowing you will be forever changed by the journey. Such a place is the Isle of Avalon, where the painting is set. Mary Magdalene's daughter, Sarah, stands on top of Warial Hill with Glastonbury Tor in the background. Joseph of Amorithia has landed there with his companions around 63 CE. Weary all. A staff was planted into the ground, which grew into the holy thorn tree. Sarah is holding a blooming branch of the North African species. A Phoenician boat sits in the marshland, and the Tor is still a natural temple without a tower on top of it. The labyrinth carved track leading towards the summit is a path of initiation. Under the Tor is the entrance to Anwen. In Celtic mysticism, this is the home of Gwyn, Amnud, and the fairy realm. Okay, Amber. Amber has a choice, and that's what this is kind of feeling like. Foodie's the choice is one choice that Amber could go down. After Foodie falls, Amber has a choice. Do you follow in Chantal's footsteps, or do you make your own way? Because that is what comes from Miss Amberlynn Reid. I'm feeling that pretty strongly. After Foodie falls, Amber gets to make that choice. She's a few years younger than Chantal, but do you follow in Chantal's footsteps, or do you take it on your, or do you do a path of transformation, of change, of going on a new journey where you will be changed of what is coming? Do you choose to be a new person, or do you choose to be the old you that is following in the paths of Chantal? That is what I'm seeing. Because over here we have superficial. Amber, you are not having deep connections. You are having superficial ones, even with yourself, because you're currently unavailable. You're unavailable to yourself, to others. You don't even know, I think, truly who she is, because you're always jealous of other beings, and you find yourself so hilarious with other people. You find everything going on around you funny instead of this being the transformative time that it truly is, because you want to be mysterious and have all this mysticism about you. However, and you're trying to be self-aware that you might be very self-aware that I'm superficial, I'm actually unavailable to love, I just expect everyone to make me feel better instead of me making me feel better, and I'm the jealous type, that I'm trying to be mysterious and I'm trying to be this. You're self-aware. That's what Amber is feeling like. You're self-aware of things going on. However, you're doing this at a very slow pace. And Spirit's kind of like giving me the sign of like, pick her up, but we can't keep going at a snail's pace here, honey. You don't got that much time. Tick tock, because you want a peaceful life. You don't want to be all over the place and people looking at you or having to pull up your sweater to look at to cover up your chins. Like, you want to be peaceful. You don't want to be able to do that anymore because you're at the bottom of the deck. You're also very conceited and self-centered. And like, you think you're the best thing. However, you got to humble yourself a little bit here, honey. You can follow very directly into Chantal's footsteps if you truly wish to do that. And you having that choice come up right now. So I'm going to pull this to the side. And what can we get here from Miss Amberlynn Reid? What messages want to come through here with this journey that she's kind of on? It's like, you have X marks the spot. She is on a new journey of, you can get towards self-expression, new things. This is part of her journey right now. This is, as you can see, the butterflies are following the dotted line to where X marks the spot. Also, with this being card number 1, like, this is the start of a brand new journey for you, honey. Which way are you going to go? Because sure, this could be in her divine path, which is what it feels like. However, she gets to make choices along that path of, are you going to follow to where your soul is wanting you to go, or are you going to follow where your base self wants to go? And currently what I'm feeling is the soul, your higher being, like that, you're not following that at all. You are staying within your base self, your lower inhibitions, your desires, your wants, your needs.
I keep hearing she's staying on a path that's easy. Like doing things because they're easy. She wants the easy path. She chooses the easy path because it's easy. Not the one that's not so easy, that would be much more rewarding and make a lot more sense.
Or your desires and wants, rather than going through that healing journey of and actually taking the steps to reach to your higher point and self. Because over here you have another, because you also have a destined meeting that is coming here. Like, again, 111, like, there is, Amber's coming to a moment of like, her stuff is coming in, like destined meetings, people coming in, information coming out, whether or not, because over here she's also daydreaming about all these new things that she's trying to manifest, bring into her life, and the such. But it's like, you can't just ignore, you can't just take the shortcuts in life anymore. There's no more shortcuts for Amber. If you want what you want, then you're going to have to go through the same path that everyone else goes through. There's no shortcuts. There are no back rooms. There is no transportation. This is, you have to get up off your ass and do the effing work.
Right. It seems like both the girls have that in common. They spend a lot of time daydreaming and trying to manifest through their thoughts, but anything but work. And they're not putting it together, that you got to put the manifestation thoughts alongside work. Like, you got to make a blueprint if you want to build something. You can't build something without the solid blueprint.
Whether this is, you need to learn how to drive, you need to put the work into you to actually do things. You can't keep, I'm getting this pretty strong, is like, Amber, you can't keep using distractions to distract yourself from what you need, whether this is your pets, your mom, your material goods, your material things in life. She could go and do inpatient, and I'm hearing you need to do inpatient. Don't keep using the excuse to your audience, but also to yourself, that your pets need you, that this needs to happen, that I need to pay this, or that pay for yourself, invest into you, and others will invest back. I'm feeling that very, very strongly. And don't do it in the performative sense. Actually invest in yourself. Because, honey, if you're going to keep daydreaming about what could have been, should have been, and the such, you're never going to get it, because you're not moving towards it. You're just daydreaming that this is what's going to be happening. Because over here, yeah, you have duality. It's like you're currently sitting on the fence, it almost feels like, with duality. It's like I can go over here or here, here or here. Who you are behind the camera is not who you are in front of it. And that duality right now is with number 6, like bad decisions. You aren't being authentic with your audience, but much less you aren't being authentic with yourself. Do you want to go in the same, because if you want this life partner, you want to have these people come in, you need to figure out who you are before you can do this in. But however, you are so focused on this, because I keep getting drawn to 15 revert, when you add them together it turns into 6. So, like, again, also you have complicated situationships. You're all tied up within love, in maintaining what you have going on. You can't, like, you're all tied up. Like, you are so focused on romance and what other people can do and how other people make you feel, that she cannot figure out how she makes her feel. Because over here you have unrequited love. If you have someone that you want, like, this is unrequited. They don't want you back, honey. You want them, but they don't want you. And it's time to try again. You got to go to someone else, go to another. You can't keep going back to this same person. Whether this is her trying to reel in an old ex or someone that just said no, like, it's over with. It's done with. They don't want you. You can't have this I hate you, I love you, I hate you, I love you. It's not going to be that sort of dark romance that you're looking for, of like enemies to lovers or lovers to enemies. It's done. It's not. They don't want you. You got to go try again with someone else. What else can we get here? One more card to cap.
And I'm getting a message for Amber. Amber, if you don't know who you are, how can you expect someone to love you? You have to know you first. You have to love you first before someone else can fall in love with you. You can't have this sense of duality going on, because if somebody falls in love with your duality, you won't know which side of you they're in love with. You can't be split in two. You got to be a whole person.
Cap it off. And we have, you are in a love triangle, and girl, just say no. Just say no. Like, it's done. It's over with. Like, it's there. This person that you want is talking to someone else.
No.
I don't care who, what, when, where, why, huh? Like, girl, just say no. Girl, just say no to them and to other people coming in. Say yes to you and no to others. All right, that's what I got for Amber. I want to leave it off with that. So thank you all again so very much for watching. If y'all want to leave a couch emoji down below, please feel free. I would appreciate the engagement, as the more engagement with my video, whether you're liking, commenting, or you subscribe or sharing, the more that YouTube will put my video into the algorithm, so more people can see it. So thank you all again so very, very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. So bye.
Wonderful reading, Sunburst Tarot. Thank you so much for doing that for us. And I hope you guys enjoyed the Tarot React. I'm going to go ahead and post this to YouTube. And remember to look down below in the description. I will leave the original link for the video there if you want to check out Sunburst Tarot and all of her wonderful readings on Girl World and other subjects and other people. And also give her a like, give her a sub, tell her how much you enjoy enjoy her doing the content on Girl World. So thank you guys for being here, and I hope you guys have a wonderful morning. It is now 1:36 in the morning, so good morning. I'll see you guys later. Take care now. Bye.